in a world where I'll be singing the national anthem, please stand up in honor. Well, you don't have to, but whoever's listening, please stand up in and for the national anthem of Canada. Oh, Canada, our home on native land.
This one, okay.
True patriot love.
Man, I'm thirsty.
In all our sons' command, with glowing hearts we see thee right, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. 'Cause it's not tax-free. God, keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, 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 Canada.
Okay.
We stand on guard, on guard, on guard. Mm-hmm. We stand on guard. Hallelujah. Mm-hmm. We stand on guard. Mm-hmm. We stand, not sit, but we're sitting, but we stand. Mm-hmm. Here I am, here I stand on guard. Organ player, play for me. On guard. We're not the land of the free, but the home of the brave, because we stand on guard for thee.
Yes!
That's
Woo!
This is the vent.
Yes! Whoa!
Our house.
I was really wondering how long that server. Okay, yes.
We got energy in the building.
Hey!
Got Del Pesh in the building.
I almost ruined it because I almost sneezed.
You guys feeling quite patriotic? You guys be happy to be a Canadian?
Yeah.
Yeah.
On this free soil that we can't even afford
Yeah.
That's crazy.
to live. And even though we're born here, people still believe that we should go back to wherever country we came from.
Damn, that's crazy.
The irony is here.
That's crazy still.
Because we're so diverse. But the same people coming for the beef patties and the exotic seasonings to the point that they try to make it and it doesn't work.
I mean, if you're in a particular restaurant and you see like a particular person, it's best to just leave sometimes. When you see it doesn't match up, it's just like, you know what? I'm not gonna take a chance here. It's okay to leave.
Especially when you hear certain like orders. Like if you hear like, can I get stew peas but like rice and peas? That's too much peas. What are you doing? Stew peas and rice and peas?
I don't know how some of you. That's a plate. I've never understood.
You have to do white rice. Like if you ask, like I thought it was abomination when I see people open up the patty and put ketchup inside. I said, how dare you colonize my stuff?
That's wild.
Cannot.
You put mayo and ketchup in a beef patty.
Lettuce, tomato.
Lettuce and tomato. Yo. What type of abomination are you on?
Cheese too?
Okay, cheese is different. No, because they have cheese patties, and that's fire. That's pretty sick. You need to try that in Jamaica, the cheese patty. And you see them wasting the flakes. You don't eat the flakes in the bag. You just take it out the bag and eat it. You are inhumane!
Wait, I didn't know there's people that didn't eat the flakes.
Yeah.
They don't eat the flakes.
They have privilege. No. They have privilege. They don't eat the flakes in the bag.
But the flakes is the best part.
Exactly. It's like fries in the bottom.
You understand that.
That's like fries in the bottom.
That's like fries in the bottom.
Okay,
Right?
they don't.
Yeah.
There's people out here that don't eat mac and cheese. They think that that's poor people food.
Really? Like,
Oh, mac and cheese. Oh, I feel so sorry for you. Oh, the misery. Kraft. Oh.
See, but when you say craft, that's different. But when you say mac and cheese,
made by the hand. Like,
yeah.
That waka waka.
Yeah, like you actually got 3 cheeses. You grated that.
I am so jealous right now for Thanksgiving.
You know?
You just made me think about Thanksgiving in the States. I am so jealous that, like, for some reason their plates be looking like
Amazing.
they have yams and stuff. Like,
Collard
don't get me
greens.
wrong. Like, our plates a month ago was blessed because oxtail, turkey, and curry goat.
have you guys ever had oxtail, turkey,
Yeah.
and ham?
Yeah.
And curry goat.
And curry goat. Whoa. Man.
And roti.
And fish.
And roti.
Fish.
And fish. Like, I seen Queen's Flips clip where he's in the... He's doing a skit, but when you see the food that he's collecting,
They're cooking.
That's a cooking
They have
thing.
food.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Is that the one where the guys are all coming together for a friend's Thanksgiving?
That's another clip.
Oh,
It's
okay.
the same thing.
but the clip in question's he's like making a to-go
Don't
plate.
wait, but he has his own food plate.
Yeah. So he's making the plate, puts it in the closet. That's crazy. And then he takes another plate and just goes,
Yo, you should see. I seen a video where the girl wanted to fight her own family because they ate the day before plate.
Oh, wow.
I seen someone
Wow.
put the takeout container in the washing machine and the dryer so hide it from everybody else.
So,
The leftovers.
That's-
I mean, that's a
leftovers.
smart idea. I mean, for a day.
but that kind of says how good the cooking
that's
is.
no, like if you guys
Yeah, you
like,
wanna fight
You have
after?
to find different hiding spaces in your house that are not typical food hiding spaces.
The one blessing I can say most of the times when we have like Thanksgiving or Christmas is usually at my house.
Right.
So all the food usually stays. And then I'm just like, yeah, I have like a week, maybe Wednesday left for food. Turkey sandwiches the next day.
I mean, yeah,
What?
turkey sandwiches, yeah.
Turkey, my microwave is like amazing.
Oh, you microwave it though.
No, like just when it's
well,
leftover.
just when it's leftover.
But you know what I want to try?
I fry pan it.
I see people.
Ooh, you see what I'm saying? Fry pan it.
I gotta try that.
Day after, I fry pan it.
I gotta try
Ooh.
that. I gotta try that.
Advice for you guys:
Tastes
fry
really
pan
good.
your turkey.
I want to try the deep fried turkey when they put it in the deep fry. That looks like it's great.
Dangerous. I heard it's dangerous.
No,
though.
of course, because you have to time it. You can't just jump it because if you jump, the oil will splash.
Right.
So people they slowly bring it in and then they just. But I'm like fried turkey sounds
It sounds kind of.
like a. It sounds. I don't think it's dry in the middle. I wouldn't assume.
I would think, well,
You know what I mean? If the water's submerged in the juices,
it's submerged in the oil.
and the juice of the oil and the seasonings and. When you fry it, you know what I mean? I seen
Is
someone.
it breaded?
I don't know. Breaded turkey, that might, I don't know.
I assume it's breaded, right?
I would assume it's
I
breaded.
don't think it's breaded. I think it's just seasoned and just dump it in. I seen a man had the turkey with like a ham inside.
That's okay.
You had a turkey
Come
with
on
what?
now.
A ham inside
Ham
the
in
turkey?
middle, like ham in the middle.
Come
like
on,
the
guys. What are we
turkey and the
doing?
ham. I mean, I
What are
don't.
we doing?
I don't see
Stuff the
nothing.
turkey with ham?
I don't see nothing wrong here, but
That's a little.
Stuff the turkey with more meat?
I want to I want to have like yes, I love my Caribbean food and it can never go wrong. But I do want to have like I miss having like a southern like
A southern touch to it.
yeah, because I had like a southern Christmas before
Right.
and that was nice, man. yams and ham and turkey and oh, stuffing and dressing, like stuff. That's the thing. I didn't know the difference between stuffing and dressing.
Yeah.
Stuffing and dressing.
Like
Does dressing go on top?
Yeah. I did not know this. I was unaware of them type of something.
Isn't gravy considered dressing?
Well, if that's what it's called, I guess.
Yeah.
And then
so they do the pour, and they just go, careful now. And
the ham. Oh my days.
Beautiful.
America's like poultry and it's great.
But they specialize in it. Like, think of it. How many like places how many food festivals exist in the States, first off?
Too many.
The South, remember, you're the South. They have like a farm right there.
Exactly. Farms exist. Agriculture is a big thing. Slaughterhouses are definitely everywhere. What else? They love to eat. Come on now.
Shout out to Marv TV, because I realized they had a bunch of places I'd never seen in Toronto. There's a couple food spots that I'm gonna go and I'm gonna tear up.
Wait, like
I'm gonna tear up.
So when you say different, you mean like steakhouses,
some
like taco places,
they showed me one
burrito.
They had like a oxtail oxtail sandwich, but it was like in a thin bun with like an oxtail Philly cheesesteak type something like this. Ooh.
This sounds like a Shark and Bake.
I know, like Philly cheesesteak, but like with oxtail. I seen something. I said, my goodness.
So it's okay. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it sounds like you cook your oxtail the regular way, and then you take the knife and you chop off the meat.
I don't know. I think it was Mark. They had some food places that I seen that I might have to go.
I don't know if I would be able to handle having oxtail without the bone.
Oh, you need to. Yeah, you have to.
Oh, right.
But at the same time, all that oxtail off the bone, I may have to be in a coma for a
week. You know what?
That's
kind of like boneless chicken, maybe. When you have boneless wings, you're kind of like...
Yeah, it's not the same.
It's not the same.
Except
you want Domino's. Which one? Domino's boneless chicken?
Oh.
Okay. Like, it's like that means good? So good.
I had a Domino's chicken parm the other day.
Domino's, shout out to you guys. Wow.
Chicken parm could work. I just feel like they're limited on the chicken, though. They don't give me enough chicken.
Facts.
I feel like they sauce up the thing, and then you're like, this is bread. Anyway,
Yep.
Yo, you just, and then now you have to time it. You're like, all right, 4 pennies and a chicken. You're like
every bite you have.
Every bite you're like, all right, 1, 2, 3, 4, chicken. Like.
You know what's crazy? Hold on, let's play with that a second. When you see your chicken portion kind of or meat portion kind of a little light, you're like, oh, okay, I'm at 1.
You're really strategic, like
2. Yo, it's like meatballs or something like that. You're like spaghetti, like all right, I'm gonna cut a corner off, but I have to use the part of the fork that is not wrapped in spaghetti, and you're just like,
chop it up beforehand, man.
That is so true.
And then you're just, my gosh. And sometimes you see get some fried chicken, and you're looking at it, and you're like, is this the right piece? It's like, oh, it's just a thigh. So it's just like that one part.
It's the.
And it's like, man. I
mean, that's not.
That's how I feel about Popeyes. When they say 3-piece chicken, it's really 3 different pieces of chicken.
So you want the leg and thigh, but they give you like 3 legs?
I want 3 legs. Or a leg, a drumstick and a thigh.
Mm-hmm.
But you get like a good sized thigh, but then they pinch you on the drumstick, and then they give you a wing. Oh, I'm upset.
That's like 2. That's like 2.5, bro. What are you doing?
That's the same.
Not
even 2.5. That's like 2. Like what? The wings bare bone. Like
Yo, sometimes I don't like wings. I don't like wings, man.
That's
sometimes like I like wings, but I don't like I like the flat part, but not like the wing part, because I'm like, I don't know where to bite. Like, it's like, you know what I'm saying?
Like the
I'll eat this part, but not this part.
Okay,
if I'm making any sense,
yes.
using my hand.
No, it makes sense.
Because that's how it looks. Yeah.
That
makes sense.
Yeah, I'll be okay with drums my whole life. Somewhat.
Let us know if you're a flats or a drums person in the chat. I'm more of a. Ooh. Wait a minute.
I'm a flat.
It's like 51.49.
I never liked flats.
I'm a flat type of person.
I'm still drums. I never liked flats until I learned how to like
eat them.
Flat. Like when you can dethrone the bone,
right?
It's amazing.
It do be hitting different, and you just take that whole piece and dip it in sauce.
Yeah, like it's like now that other part of the wing is like a handle. Right. But then at the same time, I'm like, I'm done, and then I'm looking at this part. I'm like, you just had a perfect side, and now I just have to nibble the rest of this. This is a waste, man. You know what I mean? So give me drums. Drums, I know when I'm completed, I complete it. You know, if I want to chew like the gristle, the bone, or whatever,
right,
that's fine. But yeah, I've seen some struggle plates. There's always some struggle plates for Thanksgiving struggle plates.
Thanksgiving, I don't know, man. I see some dull-looking cabbages. I see some dull-looking like.
No devil in the eggs.
No devil.
I never tried the deviled eggs. I never tried that.
What is it exactly?
I think it's like they keep the white and they like mix the yolk with something like season up and they put it back in. Is that how it works? Deviled eggs?
I swear it's just I swear deviled eggs is like a boiled egg, but it's just.
I never liked boiled eggs like that, man.
Seasoned, I think. Yeah.
I hate boiled egg, yo.
You don't like boiled eggs?
I hate boiled egg. I only eat it because I have to be healthy. I don't like it, man.
I am so confused right now.
Scrambled. How you like it? Scrambled, man. Scrambled.
All the time?
And fried sometimes when I'm making like a sandwich.
Oh, like an omelet.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Right, okay.
Western. But like boiled eggs, boiled eggs used to be so mad, yo. And especially when you're boiling it and it doesn't boil all the way.
I think it's because it's not filling.
It just...
it's
for whatever reason.
It doesn't feel as filling, no.
Yeah, like you could have one egg and scramble it and be like, I'm okay. Fried one, I'm okay. Omelet, I'm okay. Boiled? Why am I starving?
It doesn't feel,
I'm
filling.
starving.
And then...
That's a good thing to think. That's so strange.
Mm.
And then you can't put them in the microwave or they just explode.
You please don't do that, people at home. Those listening, you can't put that in the microwave.
Wow.
I didn't know that as a kid. I was traumatized.
Oh, like it just...
I was watching it as a kid and just watching it, wait for it to heat. I'm like...
Oh, wow.
I'm like, no! Obviously, you can't eat it, but like I was like, what the hell? I remember as a kid, I was traumatized. I'm like, the egg just explode just like that. Looking like a Pizza Pop commercial where it just shots off on the screen. Hey, yo.
And they still make those too. Mm-hmm. Pizza Pop? But,
Pizza Pop. I like Pizza Pockets and Pizza Pops. The circle ones?
The circle ones.
Oh.
Like Pizza Pops, if you're on the wrong side.
Yeah, you get that weird...
it just pops.
It's just hot.
And it's hot, yeah, no, like...
If you catch the filling side, as you bit, your whole lip's done.
Yeah.
Your whole lip's done.
That is finished.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's your.
But to bring it back though, the only thing with like Thanksgiving in the States, like the cornbread, I like cornbread is. But some people some people are really offended about cornbread. I don't know why.
I wish I knew.
Maybe it's the way it's made.
Yeah.
Because I personally like sweet cornbread. Some people don't like it sweet.
How does that make... They don't like sweet cornbread?
I always remember that. What was that movie? It was like, who cooked the potato salad? The potato salad, and the one was like, I'm going to take some soups or something. Like, everybody's like, because the potato salad is pretty bad.
Oh, okay. I potato salad, I'm very...
Oh, that was like the other day. Somebody said something about, oh gosh, what was it?
Macaroni salad, potato salad.
No, it wasn't a macaroni salad. Somebody was talking about it that was around me, and they're like, mayo was added to it, and my reaction and their reaction was like the same reaction, but the person had like, it was a coworker. What was it that he made? He made something, but it's like something that you would not put mayo in it.
Okay.
That would be like, everyone would not put mayo, and this person put mayo in it, and he was like in disgust at the person.
You know what? I was told, I know like weird thing with mayo, I was told, I'm going to try it one day with a grilled cheese sandwich. Instead of using butter, use mayo.
Yes! That was it. That was probably it.
Someone said when you grill it, instead of using butter, use mayo. And I heard it makes a big difference.
Really?
Yeah.
I would think about it if it was like the olive oil mayo.
I feel like it would because like hamburgers have mayo on them.
It's a fried egg. It's basically a fried egg.
Right.
And the oil would just be like just oil. It would be absent of the saltiness that you would get from the butter, but it would have the creamy texture.
I was thinking the olive oil one would probably be nice. If you get a good bread with the olive oil mayo and you just...
You know, now I'm thinking now. Okay, there's regular mayo you could put, but you can put like spicy mayo.
I don't know about all that still.
On a grilled cheese.
I don't know if I'll go with a fried, because fried enhances whatever flavor that's in that.
Yes, it does.
So spicy, I mean, the choice is yours, man.
I mean, it's the same as like mayo, ketchup, and fries for whatever reason.
Which, growing up, I never understood that.
Who made that decision? But it was good.
What?
It was a good decision. It's good, but I'm like, who said I'm gonna put mayo and ketchup?
Right?
Ooh,
That
I
tastes
gotta.
so good.
I'd have to believe the name. I don't want to get the name wrong. I think
It's like Fruitopia and Sprite.
that was so. Yeah, growing up, we all grew up the same roughly, but no, people were using Fruitopia or I think Fruitopia
Strawberry Fruitopia and Sprite.
and Sprite. Yeah,
Yo, ramen noodles is chips. Ramen noodles, you just shake it up, crush it.
the AKA you might get worms.
Would you ever try?
Ketchup chips.
Ketchup.
I don't.
Wait.
We're the only place in the world that has it.
Oh.
I was gonna say, would you ever try like, what is it called? Like prison food? Like, you know how they made like ramens with the Cheetos and all that stuff, and they make like a.
I don't think
Nah, man. I'm starving.
You wouldn't try it?
I'm starving still.
I'm okay.
Nah, man, that's crazy.
I was like, that's not a bad, like the ramen, Doritos in there, the hot dogs, you slice it up and you like, that doesn't sound like it can be a wicked thing.
I guess I just no.
Because what? Okay, the Cheetos. I assume they crushed them up, and that's the packet
sauce?
flavor.
Yeah.
Nah, star.
Because I've seen people do nachos. I've seen people do nachos where they cut the Doritos and they just load the bag with like ground beef and...
Yeah, nachos. But on a hot dog and some ramen noodles?
Man, you guys act like you don't eat hot dogs no more, man.
Nah,
It's actually been a while since I've eaten.
No, I've stopped those for a while still.
Me too. I had like Orfus Road sausages.
Even more reasons why
Orfus
I stopped is because now they're considered glizzies. What the? Who?
Yo, I'm gonna tell you this.
What's a glizzy?
What is a glizzy?
Like, used to be a
Like I know what a
hot dog.
I know what a glizzy is, but
Used to
like
be a gun, but now it's a hot dog.
Oh my god.
I think Orfus Road has like an anti-pause for hot dogs over there. Any man or a woman or any type of person in the community could eat a hot dog on Orfus Road.
just straight to the point, just bam.
Orfus Road, only place.
Get your Polish.
We're
sausage.
allowed.
Man, let's go. They say, yo, let me get a spicy Italian.
Yes.
And there's no pause. Hey, yo, none of that happens over there.
It's an AO free zone.
Ayo, it's an Ayo pause free zone.
That's funny.
You could eat those glizzies or hot dogs or sausages.
I don't want to go grim, but like after that guy retires, though, who's like taking his spot?
There's a few people.
Oh, his son's already. Oh,
Yo,
That
bro,
was his daughter.
there's a daughter, but there's a son now. The one I go to, is the guy right in front of the Roots.
okay, yeah.
That's my guy, and his son is there. Protege, the little protege is right there. Family, yo,
Cause I heard that guy makes good money. Like what? He's been there for like
Years.
He's been there before I was born.
Yo,
we were born.
yeah. And then there's
been there.
two other ones. There's one down the block that does veggie, so there's that one. There's
They're the ones by Party City.
yeah. Yo, there's money, man. There's money.
What is money in selling hot dogs?
Yeah.
The one that stays on Queen Street in front of Nathan Phillips Square. That truck
Those
stays
food
there.
trucks?
Yeah, there's one. Yeah, the guy. There's one on. Where is it? I think it's Union. Like Rogers Center area. Like Blue Jays Way, is Rogers Center there.
Probably.
He's been there for a bit. There's a guy in Mississauga. I don't know where. It's a Canadian Tire. Sometimes those Canadian Tire restaurants right beside the Canadian Tire, they whip up some food. There's the one in Mississauga You ask for like a hot dog or a sausage, he gives you a hot dog and a half.
Oh, wow.
So he gives you a hot dog, and he slices it up, half of one, and he gives you that as just like a walk-in eat type thing.
Whoa, slow. So, okay, for those
I honestly thought he had like one of those yellow buns.
No, yeah, he has the yellow bun. Yeah. It's a big one, but he has the hot dog. But you get the hot dog, and then you get half of...
so you get a hot
sliced. So it's like popcorn type. You just...
So you almost get a hot dog
and a half, basically.
Wow. For how much though?
Like a decent price. He won the award like every year type thing.
Well,
bro.
I mean, wow.
But it was good too. Like, man,
I gotta go over there.
So okay, that's not you're holding it and then you're just like,
because
okay, you can dip it.
I was doing some work for a bit. He was there and just he's making money, man. money.
Every time.
But you want to talk about entrepreneurship and man, serve some hot dogs. You make
everybody.
Whether it's the OnlyFans way or the stand way. Sell some hot dogs.
I just remember the Simpsons that episode when the guy's like, everywhere Homer went, he was there selling hot dogs. And he's like, you're always gonna be around. He's like, sir, he's taking my kids to college. Because that's basically
right.
If you make that much,
that's true.
If you could sell if you go to the club and you can sell patties, $6, they're gonna buy it. Oh, you don't want no jerk food pot. Anyway, I don't want to ruin anybody's entrepreneurship because man's are selling food, soup. Like, I don't know why, but after the parties, it's been a while. I just remember it being great after an event.
Right.
And having like an oxtail plate or not a jerk chicken plate, but I don't do those things anymore. So
do those parties exist anymore anyways?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know anymore. I want to go to is there any place in Ontario? Well, I need to find out. Maybe Marv TV will know. Where they have lemon pepper, like a nice lemon pepper rub wing.
Oh yeah, but
like legit lemon pepper.
I know about legit. I know we have Wingstop. I don't know if they're still coming here or they're here.
Yeah, we do, but Wingstop.
But yeah,
I didn't like Wingstop when I was in the States.
I heard very mixed things about Wingstop. Really? Right? Nah, I don't think. Like I said, the last place I went was Route 66, and that's in Scarborough. That place is long gone.
I remember. It's not Wild Wings. All Stars.
All Stars.
They're pretty good.
Yeah, All Stars.
They're great with their breaded wings.
Yeah. All Stars. And Wild Wings used to be wicked, and they just flopped so bad. They flopped so bad.
Why?
They used to have a wicked honey barbecue and sweet smoke. Sweet smoke and honey barbecue was my thing. And I don't know what happened, man. The sweet smoke was not smoking.
That's... You're saying they put that liquid smoke in it and they didn't even smoke it?
Because it had a dark texture, dark look to it. And they just... Wow. Because, I don't know.
I hope you guys have a good Thanksgiving overall. That's really...
Yeah. Give thanks that, yeah.
Gratitude.
Gratitude and stuff, right?
You guys did any Black Friday shopping?
No.
Yes.
Yes?
I did. As you guys saw it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yes. Yeah, I got a contraption.
Are you happy that you got it?
I am...
Content.
I cannot say that I'm superbly oh my god, whatever. It's definitely a learning curve that I was not... I was expecting but was not expecting to this degree. Of course, I got an entry level, so that also is very much displaced from what I work with all the time. So that's another thing. But the software doesn't change. So I got some tech, essentially. And, but it's pretty cool. And I look forward to all the things that I can create with it.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
I didn't see anything I wanted.
No?
Nothing stuck out for me so far. But we still have Cyber Monday, so...
If they have it. Did they?
No, they still haven't it.
Okay.
They still have Cyber Monday.
Still have Cyber Monday.
Amazon's ready for that. They just...
the prices are already up.
I can imagine. Because those prices, mind you, Except for the prices that we're seeing on like TikToks and social media.
In the grocery stores.
Yeah.
Some grocery stores there's no parade, no chaos.
Oh, well, Best Buy. So, Best Buy, I don't know what you have in there. I don't know what you're offering right now. Honestly, I wasn't even there long enough to know. But when I was in there, when I mean every person probably walked out with a TV, the lines were crazy. They remind me of Dutch Dreams around the corner. That's how long the lines were.
When you compare a line to Dutch Dreams, for those that remember, it used to be on St. Clair, but it's more further down now. But
yes.
When you compare a place to a lineup like that, what?
And that was in store. In store for TVs, for phones, and just to check out. In store, there were lines everywhere. I did not stay long enough.
You just realize that. You know, it's funny when I see those type of things. I'm like, everybody needs a TV. Man.
Yeah.
Everybody needs it. Cause my sister,
50-inch?
My sister got her TV.
Oh, like
I think she got her TV on Black Friday. I just realized it should have clicked. Yeah, she's like, oh, can you mount my TV on Saturday? I'm like, all right. But then I didn't click that it was Black Friday.
Right.
But then at the same time, it's not even like a Black Friday. I think everybody realizes it's not like Black Friday anymore. It's like a Black Week. Like it's like a whole sale. It's not like
Black Week.
Like it's not like a whole Black Friday. Like if it was just Black Friday and the sale was just on Black Friday, I think you would see chaos.
Madness.
Like more madness.
But I think it's for the week and then it's like sold out and maybe it comes back. It's not like you get a rain check on Black Friday.
This is true.
The best advice I heard is
yes.
Always buy your TVs like spring, summer. Because some spring, summer where they're probably getting
an updated
model. And then I guess they order in the summer to prepare for Black Friday. So they probably want to get rid of the units.
I think some people are still in the red. They're still in the red on Black Friday. Some places are still in the red. That's yeah. Because I've seen a whole bunch of Black Friday sales and I'm like, I'm not buying a thing. And I might have the money and I might not. They need to do some Black Friday grocery sales, yo. There's no Black Friday sales. Like, give me some Black Friday grocery sales, man.
Like when can I get a carton of eggs for like $1?
Why can't 2 liters be $1 again?
That's what I'm saying.
I can't.
Or get like a 5-leg pack of chicken. You know the leg pack where you get the drum thigh and the back attached?
Yeah, man.
I can get that for like $5.
Yeah, man. What happened to the $1 chocolate milks? I've never seen that in a long time.
Yo.
I don't even drink them. But what happened to that? I want to see some outraged.
If you're gonna say the dollar ones, they do exist, but they're just not.
They're pinched.
Yeah.
You remember back in the day when they had the Nielsen, like the Nielsen dollar, the Nielsen like coffee crunch, cookies and cream, milkshakes were like $1. Instant run belly, but it's good, you know.
Well, one thing we can say is eggnog is back.
I still haven't learned how to get into that.
Really?
Eggnog, not really.
You need to mix it.
Are you a sorrow drinker? Sorrow drinker?
You see?
Drinker? Are you a sorrow drinker?
No, I drink sorrow, yeah. But eggnog is like...
Eggnog is thick.
Alcohol,
You're not supposed to have it... First off, you're not supposed to have it straight. That's one.
You're supposed to have it with like liquor, no?
You can have it with liquor, but you're supposed to mix it with milk. So you're actually not supposed to actually have it so thick. Because the thickness is what makes people run belly. You're supposed to dive with it.
This doesn't entice me still. This doesn't entice me.
But I have it with lactose-free milk, so that's the thing. Okay. But other than that, you usually mix it with Baileys.
And yo, Timmies, I think you made a terrible decision with these Bailey stuff.
Why? What happened?
They have Baileys like non-alcoholic.
Non-alcoholic Baileys.
Yeah, so basically like Bailey's flavored donut, Bailey's cold brew, Bailey's ice cap, Bailey's coffee.
I mean, Bailey's ice cap doesn't seem so bad. But
I tried it. But like, I'm not an alcoholic, but I feel like non-alcoholic Bailey's is not okay.
You don't have to be an alcoholic to like it or enjoy.
No,
Bailey's.
but like you're gonna taste it and you're gonna be like, I'm telling you, it's missing something.
The alcohol.
Exactly. It is not like, it's really not the same.
I can't.
It's really not the same.
What does that say about Bailey's then?
It's not the same. Like, it's really not.
Because Bailey's is like Okay, if you take the alcohol out of it, it's like a milkshake-ish.
It's like a cream,
like
Irish
cream.
cream.
Irish cream, yeah.
Irish cream tastes good though.
Without alcohol?
Yeah, it tastes good.
I can imagine it tastes good, yeah.
Yeah, it's like to me, I feel like it's the equivalent of like a flaxseed drink.
A what?
Flaxseed. If you ever boil flaxseed and then
All
add evaporated milk and all that stuff, yeah.
Nah, man. Nah, man.
Oh man, I have to make that for you. Don't
And
worry.
that's the thing. I'm not like.
Yeah,
Nah,
See what
man.
the Haitian drink, the holiday Haitian drink. Don't worry, I'll bring some for you. Don't worry.
Oh,
Don't worry.
Nah,
You'll enjoy it.
Nah.
I'm nervous, guys.
I seen it. I tried the ice cap, and maybe it was just the trial run or whatever. Cause I seen
Maybe.
it. But like, it wasn't it for me,
So
man.
it just needs
But
some
you,
alcohol.
but you said donuts though.
Yeah, they had like a Bailey donut type.
Is it filled inside or on top?
I think it's like Bailey's on top. Like
They missed.
Drizzled?
Like it's not drizzle, but it's like a. I can't explain it. It's like a topping.
Oh, like a.
Like
When
a
you see it,
glaze?
like no.
So hold on, wait. They didn't glaze it. They didn't fill it.
It's like
Right?
it's you'll
Like,
see
what
it
is
when you
this?
see it. It's like a Bailey's like icing type thing.
Bailey's icing.
I can't explain it. You'll see when you see it. You know exactly what I mean when it comes to the donut. But I just
That sounds kind of okay so far.
I just feel like it's like a vanilla or like a chocolate, no? Like a chocolate glaze?
here's what I would try. I would rather try a Ferrero Rocher ice cap
No.
than a Bailey's.
Ferrero Rocher. What do you?
Ferrero Rocher will be
No.
a problem.
It would be. That's why. Mm-mm.
What? Because they had hazelnut muffins. They already have it.
If they had,
They do?
Hazelnut filled muffins at Tim Hortons.
Wait.
yeah, that's their specialty.
There's too much information to process right now. Hold on. So hazelnut
Filled like
Filled in, but with-
chocolate hazelnut.
chocolate hazelnut.
Yeah.
Really?
It's
Yeah.
a specialty.
It's a specialty muffin now.
Yeah. They have specialties. Specialty muffins, specialty donuts, and specialty bagel.
I am cookies too.
Yes, and cookies.
What?
Hey, you haven't been to Timmy's in a while, have you?
You know what's crazy? I have to think about the last time I went to Timmy's.
Honestly,
Like, I don't-
it's changed a lot.
It's-
They have loaded bowls.
I don't know about their food. I don't know about the food yet. I tried the one thing I tried from them that was good was the craveable. They had like a chicken sandwich.
yeah.
That can go on.
Yes.
Quenchers.
The sandwiches are they pass.
Yeah.
I don't know about the sandwiches. The
wraps?
quenchers can go on.
The sandwiches pass.
I'm happy that they changed the breakfast sandwiches into like they're using real eggs.
Which
The whole egg.
They
like-
weren't using real eggs before?
No, it was powder. Like
Oh,
milk,
my goodness.
Like,
oh
eggs, yeah.
oh
They got better
man.
eggs now.
No, they got eggs now.
They got
What?
eggs. Sorry, they got eggs. Yeah, they use whole egg now. Yeah,
Yo, that's crazy.
They
still.
had powder,
yeah. You remember the hotel? You just pour in
chalk,
whatever
Oh,
the
my
hell.
goodness.
You know what I'm talking
add
about.
water.
Yes.
Is this a pancake?
Just add water egg. Just add water egg.
a pancake egg type of thing. That's shocking.
What artificial?
But yeah, yeah. And they there's some dream cookies that were hard. The dream cookies are hard.
Dream cook. I don't know.
They have the M&M cookie. They have the Reese's cookie. The
Got an
M&M
Oreo
cookie
one.
has M&Ms in it, but it also has like a white chocolate chip in there too. Like it's like they just sauce it up a bit. They have like a Reese's one with like pecans and they know what they're doing, but it's expensive. They know
That's
exactly.
crazy. They have white chocolate. The only place I know that has white chocolate anything in their cookies is Subway.
So yeah, true.
Subway's the only one that has the white macadamia. That's it. That's crazy.
But yeah,
Yeah.
Thanksgiving, Timmy's, and yeah, life.
And recipes.
Recipes, but hey, I mean Christmas. You said I put cranberry ginger ale set up. I have my
That's
cranberry
nice.
ginger ale. Cranberry ginger ale is different, or cranberry Sprite. Turtles.
I know. I actually thought like I thought physically like cranberry sauce and then gingerbread,
Sprite.
and I was just like, what are you talking about?
You know, I used to be
What is the
mad
flavor?
at Christmas. I used to be so mad. I remember one time I got so mad when I seen the house. I just boxed it. Like I just said, boof. Like I don't like those panettone cakes. It's like a cake with raisins in it.
Okay.
Oh. You ever seen it's like a
Are they
square,
upside down? Oh,
they're like thing boxes.
Yeah.
And then it comes like it looks like a big muffin.
Right. Okay.
How you say? Yo, I got.
I love those things.
Yo.
But it's the inside why I like them.
I don't like them.
Have you had it without raisins?
They're soft. No.
You can have
I don't wanna have them at all.
No, you have to have one without the raisins because when you tear that piece apart, the inside feels like it looks like rye bread, but when you eat it, it's
no man.
They're pretty.
Just give me some Danish cookie, yo.
not Danish cookie.
Whatever price you're paying for them,
I cannot.
buy me some Danish cookie. Sprinkle, non-sprinkle, pretzel, non-pretzel. The pretzel with the sprinkles. What's your go-to cookie? The Danish roster.
Ooh.
This is the one.
I don't know anything. I guess
I gotta like look
mine
that
is
up
the white
again.
macadamia. If you ask me about cookies, the only one that I like is the
Yeah, you
white macadamia.
Macadamia.
That's it. White macadamia cookie. That's it.
Hold on.
That's my favorite.
So for those that are unaware, the tin cookies, the dark blue.
Oh, you're talking about that one.
Yeah.
I'll go. This is my go-to. The pretzels, and for some reason I like the plain circle.
Okay.
And this the rectangle square with the glitter if it's still there.
Rectangle square.
Yeah. The sugar top.
Oh, I like the one without the sugar that had the little swirls.
Yeah.
The little swirl part.
Yeah.
And the unicorn
The unicorn.
not the unicorn.
So I'll put a picture
What
up for
is
you
that
guys. But
I like that one. This one was my favorite.
that one's good.
And then this one. So they're both without sugar.
And then pot of gold. You'd get pot of gold on Christmas sometime.
Oh, that's funny.
Pot of gold and them something there, but that's how I go. All right. Let's just step back on the sweets.
For something that's not so sweet.
This is not so sweet, or it depends on you. Shout out to tonight's conversations.
Hey.
I heard they're gonna be coming to Canada.
Hey.
Toronto,
December.
December,
I did not. I've heard about them, but I never ever like seen an episode. I probably seen a clip maybe.
That's intense.
And all that stuff.
Yeah,
And I yesterday went with my sis, and I seen these like she had like a set. I look at this. I'm like, what is this? And it's like, oh, is this cards? Are you like date cards? First date. You have like first date, this, that. And I'm like, where were these when I was going on dates?
Right.
And need to understand someone's mind. So I picked up the relationship debates one. And I guess for the remainder of the pod or whatever, we can I'm just gonna pull out a card.
So you're gonna go random.
Just a random card.
Just a disclaimer. Hold on to your pants and sit down.
Let's just hope.
Yeah.
I don't really know how to shuffle.
Oh.
I can shuffle for you.
Oh, you're gonna watch it gonna go.
Yeah.
Shuffle isn't that hard?
I don't know how to shuffle. I have like look at my hands.
Right?
These hands out, they can
Especially
shuffle.
when you're like,
Like I would be struggling how to shuffle, and it's just like it just doesn't work. It just doesn't work at all.
okay.
Oh
So
wow.
what?
Wow.
The effort. That's what matters.
Y'all played spades before?
No. I have no idea what that game is all about.
I'm still trying to learn it.
Yeah.
I've played it. I'm still trying to learn it. And yo, if you're working with somebody, I can see where like people could get mad at you in spades. Yeah.
Of like
I gotta
what
do
your moves
dominoes
are.
because dominoes is just as aggressive.
No,
Dominoes is aggressive.
You need a reinforced table, but like, you know.
This pack is way bigger than the average card pack, so.
All right. Okay. First question. Whew.
Let's take our time with these. Like literally sit with it, and then like once the question is ready, we just sit with it and just really be like, okay, let's.
This is the first question. Your friends with benefits arrive at your house unannounced. They text, "I'm outside," and you are in bed with the person you hope will become your significant other. What would you do?
I'm busy.
Oh, that's
Straight.
damn. Oh shoot. Okay, hold on. Ooh.
Well,
Because the question I have to self-question myself is like, okay, I'm laying in bed with
Laying in bed with the potential.
okay.
With the one that you.
But it's like I didn't cut this off though. Not this, but like I didn't cut the friends with benefits off.
You hope will become with your significant other.
Yeah, your potential.
Ooh. So these answers so far is I'm busy.
I'm busy.
Oh shit. Yo,
What are you doing?
Oh
Coming
no.
at my house unannounced. I mean,
Damn, what I really go after go.
I don't know what I do. It looks like I'm busy is the safest thing to say because I don't know how else you would go about it.
because technically that's a relationship that is your friend, right?
Right.
And depends on what type of friend level depth you have. It just happened to cross boundaries of we're now intimate.
Right.
What level of intimacy now? That's also another question, right? But them coming out unannounced, I would feel like you guys are actually really good like that. Right? So that's one. But two, the fact that you have your potential partner.
That's the part that's
Why would you even have a friend with benefits if you have a potential partner?
See, I was trying. Okay, Z said it for me. That I was trying to question that aspect of the question. It's like,
Potential partner's not trying to give out?
I mean, I don't know. We don't know.
Damn.
We don't know because it's already in bed with the person that you hope will become. So it's obviously probably, or maybe not that you.
Not that you actually
significant already gave up what needs.
Because the
I
keyword,
wouldn't be in these type of situations. I'll just say because I wouldn't know anything.
Like the keyword, the card said is "hold you hope." So I guess one. Okay.
So I guess you guys are saying you're busy.
you're gonna open the door to your fuck buddy, and then you open the door, and then they're like, "Hey, ready to get whatever," and then your potential comes out and sees that so and so is like,
Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. So I wouldn't text it like I'm busy like that. I'll be like, I don't know. I'll just get up, answer the door, and then just be
no,
like.
but they didn't get it. They just said I'm outside. Like you don't know if they're gonna come in. You just they just wrote I'm outside, and you saw that I am outside. So there's no like you saw it. So
No,
what are you doing?
No, but so I'm getting out the bed and I'm going outside, and then just be like, hey, this is a situation, and then
I just feel like that gets messy right there.
and then I'll just be like, I don't know, I'll just be
Who's
like,
in your house, Del?
Yeah,
Who's in your house, Del?
What do you mean? I drove all the way over here and now you don't want me to come inside your house? Why are you acting
I was
weird?
there yesterday.
I can fire back though. I could be like, but unannounced though, that's a little.
I always come out unannounced.
But
See, that's what I'm
You
saying.
were doing all this stuff, Del, and now you're telling me I can't come into your house?
That's.
What do you think of me? I'm not your friend?
Dang.
You know what I'll say to pivot this? I'll probably say like, I have a family member over right now, and they're kind of like.
Now you're lying?
No.
Deception?
Wait.
Oh my God.
Deception.
Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on.
You want to skip?
Hold on.
You have a skip. You have a skip.
I think
you can skip.
Shoot.
You can skip.
I'm gonna skip.
All right.
I'm gonna skip.
I'm gonna leave that card right here.
Yeah, that's a good question too. Oh, man.
Ready for the next one?
Damn, that's a good
Ready for
question.
the next one? This is the next one. Boom!
Oh, wait. Before you read the comments, let us know in the comments for the first question read, and that is.
Your friend with benefits arrives at your house unannounced. They text, I'm outside, and you are in bed with the person you hope will be your significant other. What would you do?
You want them to You want to upgrade the person. It's not a mutual. We're upgrading each other. Man, I'm skipping the answer. I'm sorry.
Here's the next one.
I'm sorry.
You don't believe your significant other has what it takes to make the dream they're chasing come true. It's been years of failing. Do you tell them how you feel? Explain.
Well, see, now that's a very iffy one.
That's a real.
Why?
That's a real ass question.
Because it depends on what the dream
Baby, you can't
is.
say. You're not.
Yeah, like, so, okay, prime example, if they're like, oh, I'm going to be a world-renowned artist and I'm going to get into the music industry and I'm going to be like, whatever, right? Say they do that, but like it's been years. There have been 3 years and they haven't even touched pen to paper yet.
Okay.
You know,
Okay,
they have not even walked into any venues to even meet a producer or an engineer or have a manager or even change their look. Maybe they can't even stand long enough to walk across the stage to have any type of endurance to say belt in anything. So I would say something at that point. I mean, 3 years of my time and I'm going to sit there for the rest of my life to be like, yeah, that was a dream that never actually happened, that you were not ever actually attaining.
I think when it affects, it's one thing if you're doing it on the, you know how people work a full-time job and then they're doing they're building their passion up on the side. Mm-hmm. Okay, time is like, okay, however long it takes, okay. Mm-hmm. But then I would have to step in if it starts being detrimental to like
life,
to your life,
livelihood,
to our life. Mm-hmm. That's when it's like,
because it says it's been years of failing, so I don't know if it doesn't mean. I think it means that they've been trying. And
they've been trying, but I mean, failing isn't bad. But are you learning from those failures now?
Yes,
that's the part.
Yeah,
because if you're doing the same thing and still failing, then there's
something's
a problem.
wrong. But if you're not failing, then or it's just different maneuvers.
Yeah. Then it's like, it's okay. But like, sometimes some things are hard to work at. But like, maybe it's the skill itself. Like, what is it that you're doing that is causing you to constantly be in this space?
But would you tell them how you feel in that moment to be like, hey, I know you've been failing, but like, okay. I want you to win, but like.
I don't know about that part. Okay, let me really answer.
I know you're failing, but
not failing, but like yo, I know it's kind of rough. Do you believe in this? Like, do you still want to do?
Do you believe in this?
Like,
they do. That's why they stay failing, man.
It's like, babes, do you really believe in this? Oh, that's a crazy.
Right? Like,
no, but you're not failing in the sense
you've
of.
You've been failing for the past 3 years.
No,
now,
but.
Yo, that's an ill question to ask.
Do you really think this is gonna work?
You know I love you, right?
Oh, you see.
Don't butter up the person now.
I'm not trying to butter you up, babe. I'm just saying, like, this.
You've been at this for 10 years now.
This hair thing you're trying to do, like.
Not the hair thing.
Like.
You're still in the basement.
That girl's hair's gone, and she had hair when she came. No. So I'm like, I know you said it was like you had it in too long. I understand. It's just. Have you learned? Is there something you can invest in that can help you before you go out there touching people's hair? Like, look, I feel like there has to be questions.
Okay.
Well, yeah, maybe ask questions first to see where they are in their journey first before you start critiquing.
Right.
But sharing how you feel, you know what?
Off the hip.
Maybe it's okay to share how you feel. As long as it's positive, right? Like if you are sharing that you feel scared or you feel upset or you feel, maybe even if you've lost faith in the fact that they're actually able to do it, right?
Damn.
You gotta be honest. And who knows? That might be the fire that needs to be under their butt so they can get into the right direction.
You'll still support regardless. Even though you fail.
Yeah.
You know, like. You know,
yeah.
Ice JJ Fish.
Yeah. Oh dear.
About you.
Yes. But you know, the man actually got another job. He redirected.
Yeah, he did. He got where he needed to go.
Yeah.
All right.
That's when you hear the like when they do make it, they're like, you never believed me in the first place. Place. You're like, oh,
ooh, that one in the hot.
I remember a sidebar about this question. This is a good question. I remember Waka Flocka's like, my own mama didn't believe me.
But a lot of people don't believe you.
A lot of people don't believe it until they're up, and then that's when they show up.
Yeah.
When you're up, that's when they show up.
That's crazy, man.
All right.
Oh, just before you read that one, once again,
you want me to read through each one again?
No. You don't believe your significant other has what it takes to make the dream they're chasing come true. It's been years of you of failing. Do you tell them how you feel?
So let us know in the comments.
All right, next one. Your significant other wants to spice things up in the bedroom. You agree. During sex, they asked for you to choke them. Would you explain?
That's an easy question. Yeah.
How much?
But also like how much though? Yeah.
To point your like
till you pass out?
Yeah,
No,
like
I don't do the pass out thing still.
how much?
With my
But
wife,
then the other part too is how long were you sitting on this? That's the other question. How long were you sitting on this thought?
with my
like-
wife, sure.
Let me
But
choke you out a little bit.
yeah, I would be like, okay.
Let's play with that a second. How long has that been on your mind just to be like bringing up? Yeah, can you just like?
Oh, spice it up a little bit.
That's one. And
Just
then
wait for the spice to come. Like, choke me.
Yeah.
You're like,
Choke me.
You're like, what?
That's the spice you want?
That ain't paprika. That ain't MSG. That ain't MSG. That ain't garlic powder.
I mean, I feel like that
That
sucks.
ain't Worcestershire sauce.
Because then the other question is, what kind of life are you having in your bedroom? That's the other question.
So
That sounds like it's too.
after the conversation, she's like, so choking. I was like, what? But I mean, not kink and shame. There's people that like them type of something there,
Yeah.
and that is fine. It,
It was crazy.
Your wife.
I think I said yeah too quickly.
wife or husband.
The better question you ask is how much. You can't say yeah too quickly, everybody. You have to be like I said, when it comes to like, oh, do it till I pass out. Nah, I'm not. Nah.
Just hold around the neck a little.
Oh yeah, but like,
Why not?
but pass out and then you hit your head on the bone.
Make it seem like, yeah, because then if you're in the middle of it, they're like, more pressure.
You're like, oh,
More pressure.
and you're like, oh, okay.
I don't feel anything. More pressure.
Hey, that's. I don't know, man. I don't know.
All right. Ready for the next one?
Wait, whoa! Not so fast, Mister. What's your answer?
You want to just? Oh, I already said yeah.
Okay.
With my wife.
You said
I said, I'm like, yeah, but I'm like, how much?
But
and
how
long
right.
has this been on your mind? There would be so many things going on, question-wise. Be like, what is happening now that you don't like? Why do you feel we need to spice it up a little bit?
Why you want to?
What is the spicy? Are we not spicy enough?
Like, why do you want to not breathe?
Why
that's the.
spicy enough?
Why do you want to play that game?
I just feel like we're
There's people out here with asthma, and you want to just
be asphyxiated.
That's.
you're dealing with asthma, bronchitis, and how to trouble breathing with COVID, and you just want to use it as an enjoyment. That's
volunteer to do that.
voluntarily.
And you want me to do it?
What's wrong with y'all? Y'all need Jesus. Anyway, next question. Let me just pull out. I'm just like, these are okay. You suspect your best friend's significant other is cheating, but you have no concrete proof. Do you tell your best friend why or why not?
Replay that question again. People need to hear this.
You suspect your best friend's significant other is cheating, but you have no concrete proof. Do you tell your best friend why or why not?
Ooh.
It's not my business.
I would say
I need proof. I need proof before I can say anything to anybody. Why am I going to sit there and be like, girl, I think your man is cheating on you. And I don't know why. I just have a hunch. My intuition. My gut.
But what if the evidence never comes though? Like the evidence just never comes.
Then you paranoid. Why are you in their business like that?
It's like, ooh, I knew. And I'm like, you knew. I'm joking. But
this is true. That does look messy.
No, but that looks.
But
it's like, what do you mean you knew?
I guess you just don't say you knew.
Be like, I suspected. I had a hunch.
Let me play with this a second.
Feeling.
So this happened. I'm not gonna say where it happened. Let me play with this a second. So. My scenario doesn't work because I actually.
You knew both sides.
Yes.
So this is remember. So this is your best friend's significant other.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, mine was more like what I see at work.
If it's my best friend, I might be like, yo, I'm gonna be real with you. I want you to just be careful, and I'll say that with any relationship, yo, just Be careful.
Just generic, be careful.
Yeah. Because I don't know. My spirit is telling me something. And I don't know. And I'm not trying to promote that into your thing, but like, as a friend, I feel like I need to say it. Like, hey.
Well, you might as well just say it at that point.
Yeah, just say it. Like, it's kind of something off, man.
I don't.
Something off, brother.
I think I'll do the. Hey, man, just be on your.
Keep 6.
I'll give them a keep. Yes, no, like I'll give them a whole Riddler.
Keep 6.
Keep 6. What comes to the light? No, what's in the dark?
In the dark comes to light.
Will come to light, and you'll see.
Time heals all.
No,
that's
after when they find out. But before it's like, yo, just
want it, no get it, and get it, no want it.
No,
you can't have the cake and eat it too.
Well, yeah. But I was gonna say more like, just keep your eyes open. That's the only thing I'll say. I'll just say a generic, keep your eyes open.
Cross your T's and dot your I's.
Cross your T's and dot your I's.
Hot potato, cold spaghetti, cold spaghetti. You know?
It's the cliche for me.
Skinnamarink dinky dink. Like,
to do what?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
That's an ill question.
So you're telling him no?
No,
you're not telling
I'm not
her?
saying anything.
You're not saying anything?
I'm not saying anything until I have proof. Like,
okay.
Whether it's like visual proof, video proof, something on nasty out there, photo proof.
Yeah.
As long as you're happy, I guess. But I'll just be like, hey man, I want the best for you.
Because mind you, that's their significant other.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm like, hey man, I want the best for you.
To what degree of their significance is this?
You're just mad because you don't have a girl anymore. All right, bro.
No, okay.
That's part of the reason why we're
So you brought up that. You brought up a good scenario. At that point, I go, hey. I put my hands up like this, everyone. I go, hey.
As long as you're happy.
It's on you, yeah.
As long as you're happy, man, my brother.
You got it.
You got it.
You got it. You got it.
All right, bro.
And at that point,
voice.
you got it.
You got it. All right. Just
I
take.
heard you the first time.
All right. Yeah, I heard you the first time. He's like, I was waiting for you to come back and say that. But all right, let's do the next.
That's a good question.
All right, next one. Funny. You're getting married, and you present your significant other with a prenup. They refuse to sign it. What happens next?
Yeah. Oh
man, these ones are always the prenup thing is always
But you're not. You're getting a prenup. You're offering a prenup, but they refuse to sign it. There are other things and other ways that you can get those things done. You just put everything in a trust.
No, but like, yeah, there's probably other ways, but like,
you're not having access to it, to the trust especially, and the will. Sign it off your beneficiaries. So many things. There's so many ways you could go about it.
But
because they throw those out too. Like,
yeah.
Right.
But like, I would just hope that this is something you already discussed.
A prenup.
That should have been.
You can't just randomly just throw out a prenup on the wedding day. She there.
I mean, isn't that when
dress,
you
best
have
friends
that
holding the back?
Isn't that when you have the conversation?
That should be kind of before.
I would think that'd be before.
No.
A prenuptial is not before the marriage?
Not really.
Huh. I don't think that's a good idea to proceed. I think asking will we have a prenup is like asking if you love the person.
Remember that clip of
that's close.
The basketball player Steven Jackson. Remember he had the same scenario?
And he called off the wedding.
And he called off the wedding because of that, yeah.
Because the girl wouldn't sign it?
She kept delaying on the prenup.
Yeah.
But that's what I mean. Even if you gave it ahead of time to, like what you said, the gentleman, she had it ahead of time and still didn't sign it. There are other means that you could do and work around that.
There may be other means to work around it, but hey.
I don't know. That could be a sign, like.
That could be a sign.
Like,
is
no,
it?
Especially if I'm just speaking in regards of the fact if you spoke about it and she was in agreement. Because he's like, I want to spend $10,000 if you know.
Jeez.
I mean.
You're already here.
But prenuptial agreements don't necessarily go only on money, right?
It's like money, resources.
It's just a simple fact of a prenup, and then they say no, I'm not signing it.
And that's okay. If you're not going to sign it, that's okay. You don't have to sign it. I just know that I will be then putting a trust. But that's it.
None of your assets. None of your assets.
Militant.
None of your assets are under your name. It's under your mom's, like the soccer
Yeah,
player.
Exactly.
Because
that's what I mean. Like, there's other ways that you can navigate that situation.
Lord,
So if you love me for love, then you love me for love. That's it.
okay. All right. Let's do another question.
I was gonna say, I mean, I have to agree with Z still. Once I hear that, like, nah, you're like, oh, okay, all right.
It's not even like I'm trying to be shady. I just know,
That's
like,
the card you played? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Start to maneuver, but you're still married.
Yeah. I'll still marry the person.
Yeah. But it's just this could be here.
Yeah, because I mean, like, in any situation where, like, there's an agreement,
But that's
right?
a red flag. You don't think so?
Okay, there was one
It
situation
is,
where
yeah.
I feel like Janet Jackson's relationship. Allegedly, she had done a prenup where she was with the person. They had to be in a relationship for, I think, like 4 or 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
The person that she was with, she had to provide a child for them. And if their relationship lasted a certain amount of time, she would be awarded or given a certain amount of money.
So that's just a business plan.
Well, yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. In doing that, she got pregnant on the third or fourth year, whichever it is. She had a baby on the following year, and in that filed for divorce.
Man.
Right after that baby was born.
Right after, yeah.
Because that was at the cutoff time. So got pregnant, got the money, got divorced.
We don't know if it was for the bag. We don't know. It probably was love, but...
Exactly.
Well...
That's...
Right?
For me, that's an instant red flag. I don't...
But I mean, in that sense where you have a prenuptial agreement, people then see the dotted lines in the terms of agreement. So it's like it's very easy to just follow the terms of the agreement. Versus you don't have it. Okay, cool. But then you won't be able to touch my stuff because of it.
Because of...
You know?
Let me pull another card here. A man tells his A man tells his significant other to be submissive. She tells him that she tells him that that's an outdated way of thinking. Who's right? Explain.
In what context? That's my first question.
Yeah, it's kind of like...
Are we talking about submissive in everyday interaction?
I guess
the
just
relationship dynamic in the bedroom.
Just the term submissive. I guess
what
in a
does
general
that look
adjustment.
like to the person? You got to define it now, because then now we're talking about stereotypes instead of just the actual person's being.
It's a very broad question. It's like
It is
a broad question, but
like, what does that entail? Submissive is what?
I'll say submissive in the sense of content over everything. I'm joking. I'll go with submissive as you do what I say.
I mean,
no,
you agree, but it's
basically we'll say it in that type of sense.
So you're a dom. You're a dominatrix.
Yeah, I guess sure.
Are you a good dom?
She says
That's the question, then.
That's funny.
Because there's no point of submitting to somebody who's not a good dom.
Yeah.
What's the point?
It's like to be submissive. She said that's an outdated way of thinking. I mean,
and if you knew
I don't think the term significant submissive is it like. What is it like? I don't like the way I see it. If you have to explain, you need to be submissive. It's kind of like.
I realize something. A lot of people,
you're in a pickle there a little bit.
Right.
She should just be able. Like sometimes you gotta talk the thing, but submissive. You don't have to use the word submissive. I don't think so. I think she would do things for the sake of how her love language is, I would assume.
And that's why I said if you're meeting her stuff, or if you're actually a good dom.
I was gonna say, like, most people are not trained to be husband or wife.
Because you're not trained to be in a relationship.
On that as well. Like, there's no training on that anymore.
To be in a relationship.
To be in a relationship and then to be...
To compromise?
You think people, what? Where do you think polygamy came from?
Huh?
Lack of compromise. I'm just saying.
Like no one's training to be wifey, husband material.
There's no such thing as a wifey, though.
That.
Come on, man.
I swear.
Talk about Thanksgiving. You think these people just want turkey? They want the sides. Yams, greens, beans, tomatoes, lamb, ram, hog, dog, you name it.
Wow.
You name it. They want all that on the plate.
Maybe you wanted to remove dog from the plate. That's a little...
Hot dogs.
Oh, okay, yes, okay. Just to clarify, eating Fidos.
Chicken, turkey. You name it. Green, beans, potatoes, tomatoes, lamb, rag.
Well, the fact that gentleman is even asking speaks volumes on him.
He don't got it like that.
Exactly. Speaks volumes on him too.
He don't got it like that, man.
That's it. If you have to outwardly say, I need you to be more submissive.
The rest.
But what does that even? Yeah. You still have to explain that. Bro.
Exactly.
Give me food, man. I'm hungry.
Right.
And I'm here. I need food.
That's a different story. But that has nothing to do with.
I don't know.
That has nothing to do with being submissive. That has everything to do with like, can you, because you have the skill, can you do it? Mm-hmm. Or because timing arrangement wise, you're better at being able to have the food done because I don't get in until late. Like those are, but that's partnership right there. Like that's it. But if she doesn't want to cook for you, what have you done for her to even want to cook for you?
Damn. No pound towns. No words of affirmations.
Not even materialistic thing.
No rubbing the feet. You didn't buy her a purse. You didn't whisper words of encouragement. You didn't what else?
But you want hot plate? No, man.
Damn.
No, man. You want submission?
The work husband's doing that.
Well, there you go. There's your answer there, guys.
That's crazy still.
All right, I'm gonna pull out another card.
That's when you walk in. That's when you walk in, and you see a stranger in your home, and you're just like, "Oh, Lee."
Okay, you're straight left field. That's straight left field. You ready?
But it's true though.
But it's
your significant other quit. What the hell is going on? Your significant other quits their job because they want to become a rapper. The mixtape is dropping next week, but so are the bills. Would you support them?
No.
Explain.
Off the rip, no. You quit.
I mean, you're gonna get your 2 weeks.
Get your sexy red self back to work. I'm joking. I'm joking.
No.
How did you quit your job? You quit your job?
It would just
for these bars?
It would just be, and why didn't we sit down and have a conversation about
That's some like wild, like, hold on, let's play.
Off the fly.
I believe my bars are better than my job.
First of all, that's crazy.
My bars. Man, you don't want to sell my dream? You don't want my bars, yo? Yo, Amber, yo. Here we go, yo.
Like, hold on. Wait. We got to play the scenario a second. Hold on. You come home from a nasty hour-and-a-half commute in this Toronto city traffic. You come home, you and your significant other come home at the same time. Hey, honey, how's it going? How's your day? Whatever, right? Give a little kiss on the cheek, whatever. Or you give him a kiss on the cheek. You mean to tell me you're gonna say in the next sentence that, oh, today was the last day at work? What do you mean it was the last day at work?
I quit my job.
What do you mean you quit? Wait, hold up. What do you mean you quit your job? Well, you know my passion is rapping, and look, don't worry.
Mixtape drops next week.
Mixtape drops next week. But it's end of the month. We have bills.
It's the end of the month, and you know what?
It's the end of the month. What do you mean you're quitting?
I'm gonna say this.
Nah, man, you got it. Nah, go back to your job now.
I'll say based off some other rappers that said, they usually see a hint of success before they quit their jobs. You always hear, I did my first track. I made like $10,000. I quit my job instantly. That's how I would hear it with certain rappers.
Right.
So for you to say, you know, my mixtape fire, super hot fire, and I quit my thing, I understand your compassion.
But the scenario you just said, at least money was coming in. But no, this is like, no, I just quit and it's dropping next week. You're like, yo, but are you gonna do shows after?
You know what? You know what? I'll be very angry, but I would still support.
Mind you,
I'll
guys
be very angry.
You guys are,
what the hell? I gotta take overtime, man. Jesus. You don't even rap like this no more, man. You're just rapping about anything now, which is crazy. It's like, you're with me. They got hot girl summer. You're not hot girl summer. You're in a relationship.
I'm rolling.
What are you doing?
You're supposed to be hot no matter what, whether you're in a relationship.
Ski.
That's what she raps about.
Pound Town.
That's what she raps about. That doesn't mean that your girl would be the one
that
rapping
mixtape. You don't go. She had a bonus track and it's just cooking you on the track.
Oh no, not being this way.
On the track.
Right? She's like, if you didn't show up, she has that one as the one in the clip.
Oh my goodness. Nah, bro.
That's funny.
I'm gonna say fire for that. No.
Kill me.
Well, no, I would support, but I'd be very angry because you never know. Like, if the track is horrid, and you just
The whole mixtape. The other question is, where were you? Did you know that that your partner had a mixtape?
No, but anybody could be doing the music and then just quit. You know what I mean?
I get that question. Like,
right.
No, but like that's.
You could know they've been doing tracks and whatever.
See, the way it's written, it's like, it was like a fast decision they made.
No. Well, and that could be it. I have a bunch of tracks on the thing. I made a track list. Mixtape next week.
We're not being employed. You could drop a mixtape and still work, and then you use that money to fund your
promotions.
It's the better way to do it.
Yeah.
But like, hey, a lot of people
you don't just like.
All I got is my bars and a dream, yo. I'ma make it. 4 fours and a 6. I make the trunk lift. Real spit.
Fire.
Unbelievable, man.
So yeah. I'll be upset, but I'll support. I'll be very upset. Very upset, but I'll still support. I'll probably be kissing teeth the whole mixtape.
That's funny.
But let me go to the next one. Our couple is staying in a relationship because of the kids. Is this noble or foolish?
That's such a very loaded question.
I think it's noble because I think you don't want the kid to see that dysfunction.
But it's kind of in it though. That's the thing.
Yeah.
They're
seeing dysfunction. You don't like each other.
But you're
staying for the sake of them.
But I mean, that's not something you show to your kids.
You try not to, but like.
You don't know when people don't like each other, man. You're gonna think that's normal growing up.
That part.
Like the fact that, say for example, they don't do things with each other. They don't spend time with each other. They don't do activities with each other.
Here's the thing. Personally,
they don't touch each other. Like, you're gonna realize, like, yo, what's the point? Affection? What is that? That's not normal.
It was a TikTok clip, not a TikTok. It was a clip I seen. A woman was like, "This guy opened the door for me. This guy's weird. This guy's giving me flowers." But then she had to realize that, oh, I'm the one that's kind of. I didn't really grow up with this, like, because of
the interaction with the parents.
Yeah.
But this is the thing. It's just a couple staying in a relationship because of the kids. Like, is that noble or foolish?
I think it's foolish.
Ooh,
I think it's foolish only because, like I said, like, if you're no longer interested in this person, and now both of you are putting yourself in a position to suffer instead of finding true love and happiness.
You could rekindle love by the sake of how both of you support the kid. Maybe that's a dream, But like, I think like if you have a kid and you're, trying to work, like, because this is something both of you created.
Yeah.
Right.
So I feel like you can,
But no matter what you do, like, you're still going to be able to, like, interact with your child and still do whatever and give them the necessary nurturing impressions that you're supposed to do, even if it's separate.
I think another thing, I don't know, I think I'm hearing a verb in the battle. It was like, I put you in the best shoe. I said you stay with your mom because that's a chess move, because I don't want no step dude to come in and try to step to you or something like that. You remember that in the battle? And maybe that's how I feel about it too. Like, I want to be able to...
Yeah, that part... Sheesh. And some of them get weird like that too. Like, oh, call me stepdad. And it's just like...
Ain't no step, you go...
Like, chill out with that.
Yeah.
But
so.
nah,
But wouldn't you want your child to see what pure happiness internally looks like when they're a kid?
Of course.
When they're a parent?
And you can somehow, if you're...
Not according to Reddit.
If you're the right person, I think even you would do your best to like do whatever for the kid. Some way, somehow.
Yeah.
And sometimes...
Because it's like...
That's tough.
Because if you're sitting there with the person, right? Sitting with your partner you've had this child with and whatever, and you don't like them. Say the person stepped out. Maybe you just feelings have fallen out. You realize that you guys have no interest. You guys actually don't do anything similar. Nothing's compatible. What do you say? Like, you guys won't even touch each other because you're not attracted to each other.
That's tough. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You may have something, but I still feel like I think there's some type of detriment to the kid.
But then
that's what I'm worried about.
What would happen if your child finds out that you stepped out and having whole relationships? Both of y'all are having whole relationships on the side.
Oh, yo, that's...
Because you guys are actually dating people outside because you guys are not.
Listen here, son. Welcome to the real world. I'm joking.
Like,
I'm joking. I don't know.
But
that's tough.
We're here because of you, hon. Mommy and daddy don't like each other, but we love you, and we want the best for you.
This is like the show, for those who watch, Frasier. It's the guy, like, they have the same interaction. Like, the son's there. The son bounces back and forth.
You know what I thought about? For some reason, Arthur with Buster, when they talked about the whole divorce. Buster's dad and the wife.
He was the pilot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to watch that episode again.
Slightly, it did like a whole divorce thing. I remember that. I don't remember exactly, but yeah. You guys have a point, but it's tough because I'm like.
So I'll share a real thing because I'm obviously people's names aren't gonna be said, but a scenario happened with that where the couple split. The children are like much older though, right? Mm-hmm. But the thing is though, it would have been better for them to stay together because reality right now is like there's a whole recession right now.
Right.
But this happened like way back. But the point being made is like
they're both suffering without each other.
Yeah, because one has to live in an apartment. Both of them have to live in an apartment. One obviously gets the kids more than the other, right? But now it's like they have to sell off the house. They both put in work. And then it's just half this and half that.
It's a battle.
It's, I don't know. It didn't end well. I think even my parents were giving advice like, yes, you have issues and everything, but you're better off staying together in the long term, right? Even though, I guess at the home you keep it cordial, whatever cordial means.
No, because some people, I think it's just a different type of relationship.
Because see, reality right now is if you break up, hey man, what's rent right now? $3,000 on your head?
Yeah.
I realize
That sucks though. Then that means you have to sit in a space with somebody that you may not like, but out of like desperation, really.
I do believe there's some relationships where people have been like, I'm tired of you, but we live together and we have kids, so we just...
Yeah, for sure.
This is what it is.
You know the comedian Godfrey, right? Mm-hmm. I remember he broke up with, I think he mentioned he broke up with his girl. But because of how crazy New York rent is, unfortunately, they gotta stay in the same spot.
That's crazy.
Is that a comedy skit or is that a real thing?
No, he mentioned it anytime he goes on live or he's on his own show, he always mentions it. But it's like, he'll be on live and then you'll see her in the background just walk. Like, it's just like it's like they have the apartment and it's just divided. They don't even like There's no interaction. It's
So I'll go sometime, I guess.
One of my college friends had a roommate like that. It's just like they both put half on the rent, but when we walked in, it was divided. Mm-hmm. They don't really say good morning to each other, nothing. It's just a weird, and they found a way to make it work.
Yeah. All right, how many questions should I do? 2 more?
Just one more. Just for time.
All right, I'm just picking from the center.
Ooh.
Well, I picked up 2. I'm gonna put down 1.
Damn, when you have to live? Ooh, that's...
No, I think we already did this one. I remember when I was a trial run, so... Your significant other stays over the night at an ex house to spend more time with their child. Is this acceptable?
Geez. By the time you just said X, I said...
No? It's a no?
Wait a minute.
Is that just a no?
To spend more time with the child?
Yeah, with their child. All right, that's a no. All right, that's a quick one. All right, let's do it one more because that one's... it's quick. Like, that's a no.
Look, okay, you don't have to say that. If there's like...
There's so many things on it.
If it's like, okay, I'm spending more time with my child because I don't see them...
No, it's not their child. It's the ex's child, not their child.
Whoa. Read that again. Wait.
Oh, wait, their child.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought it was the ex. Ooh.
Yeah, spending the night over at their... to spend more time with their child. You could spend more time, but spending the night?
Spending a night there.
And it depends on what type of living situation your ex has. Where would you sleep?
Where would you sleep?
And I'm going to be on the phone with you all night. Not me saying trust issues, but...
Put that... Oh, man, that question is crazy.
That is not okay. I don't think that's okay. Come home. Come home.
That's funny.
Come home. Take the kids too.
That was actually how I felt. Like,
come
take
home.
The kids too. Like,
bring the kids here.
But I guess
if I know I'm dealing with someone that has kids, I have to make sure that if anything happens, I have to be able to have the kids at the house. Snacks. All more reason to have unhealthy snacks in the house.
Why don't you have them at your house though? Well, it depends on what the custody exchange is anyways, right?
That was like, a real question. Like, I'm just like...
Because if you could only see them and like you go to them, that's the only way that you see them.
I didn't realize it was a real question until I read it over. But yeah, that
is some people's reality. Facts.
Yeah. And I wish you guys the best blessings, kids and parents.
I know sometimes you don't really have to say. You can't be like, you can't see your kid because I think, or I don't know. You know, yeah.
And
your last place in it.
That's the dangerous aspect of like being with someone that has kids. In a sense,
you're kind of last.
Yeah.
Well, you can definitely. It's easier to have trust issues for sure.
The problem is you can't even say you're kind of last because there's some people they forget about their kids for a box.
Yes.
Food.
I know what you mean, but
there's some people that they just go on like they never had kids and just you know.
This is true.
Damn.
This is very true.
Put that question away, man. That question was crazy.
Well, I
that
guess
was a crazy question.
I guess that will be it for today.
Damn, that was like a that is exhausting. Holy.
All right, yo. Well, this is basically tonight's conversations, the card game. Yeah.
For all your relationship debates.
All your relationship debates. There's more. There's different ones. I mean, if you guys, I didn't buy a set. I just have this one, but I plan to buy a set.
That's a good thing
to have great conversation starters,
yeah.
Stuff like that. If there's anyone that has stuff like this that you want us to like have a specific pod talking through these things, or maybe we'll have some special guests, send them our way. Send us a package now.
AskTheVent@gmail.com.
Send us a package.
CHEVENT@gmail.com.
And we'll have a one pod about these things, you know, and just work out the questions.
That's that.
And yeah,
that last one was just so real. It's so real, man. And the best one that we read today.
I don't remember them. I'm pretty tired.
No, you want to upgrade this person in bed, but then your FWB just drops by. Oh, that is such a you don't know whether to lie. You don't know whether to be like go outside and be like, not today.
That's funny.
Oh, that was a good one.
You don't even want to see their face.
That was a good one.
Don't even answer them.
But thank you guys for listening and watching. Just a quick plugs.
You can find me on Instagram at thenerdz with 3 Z's, THENERDZZZ. You can follow my photography page at triplez.studio.zzz.studioto.
Del Nigiro, DELNIJIRO, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. That's it for now. Yeah.
Jay Hunterville on Instagram. Lou Pistols on Twitch. I gotta figure my life out. Blizzard Boyd, Code Pod out. Yeah, I'll post something eventually. If you have any questions, concerns, send to askthevent@gmail.com. We are on all social.
Social media platforms.
I guess we're on most of them.
For podcasts. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
if we're not there, let us know.
Yeah.
And if you're we want to start collaborating next year, 2024. I want to start collabing. All you other podcasters, I would love to collab with you guys eventually. So willing to welcome us with open arms. I'm joking. Also, I would love to do an Ox God battle.
Yes.
One of you podcasters.
Yes.
I seen something that they said celebrity pod boxing.
What?
I'm not gonna call anybody out, but I got hands for whoever. So
I am rolling.
I got hands for whoever. I'm just saying, if this is something you want to do for the content, let's do it. Whatever ounce gloves, headgear. I'm doing headgear because we want to live to see another day. So, I'm not professional, but I got little hands that I can, throw down a little bit. Why not? I'd rather do this than like any other crazy thing. I think a lot of you guys that have all these beefs and stuff should take it in the ring. Yeah. Nobody live to see another day. Like, and shake it off and be men and shake it off, take it out and or win or whatever. You guys stepped it in the ring like grown men and you live to see another day, But other than that, violence is not the answer in that sense. But, I don't know. God go on. Thank you guys for watching. This is The Vent and we out. Peace.
Wash your hands.